What's up, guys? This is Coach Grant with First Down Training, and today we're going to be breaking down JUSTYN ROSS and some of his route running. We're going to be talking about how to run a Sluggo, how to react off of the line when the DB jumps outside when we want to take an outside release, and how we could take an inside release on a fade, and then how to win a jump ball or a catch in traffic, all right? Hope this video gives you guys some value. And guys, if you want to get better hands, right, and you don't have a quarterback to throw you the football every single day, right, or even if you do, check out that link in the description. It says improve your hands in 30 days, a full 30-day hand program guaranteed to get your hands better, hand-eye coordination drills, repetition drills, grip strength drills, everything that you need to become a better pass catcher and a consistent pass catcher, because that's what keeps you on the field. Check out that link in the description. Again, it says improve your hands in 30 days. Let's get started. So number one here, we're going to be talking about this Sluggo route from Ross, and we're going to be talking about how his eyes snap to the ball, which commits his shoulders and which commits his hips and which draws the DB in. So let's watch this thing full speed. So you see how he comes off here and he breaks, and that's what gets that DB to jump, is because he snaps his eyes, and that commits his hips and his shoulders, right? And for DBs, we shouldn't be looking high, right? DBs should not be looking at the eyes in the first place, right? But that's why you got to have, in my eyes, the 3 points of attack for the slant. You got to have eyes, shoulders, and hips. Those are the three things that I need, and four things actually, and you need speed to the slant, right? Because you got to be able to sell like I'm actually getting this slant. Everything about this should say slant, so we got to have speed into it. We got to have eyes, we got to commit shoulders, and we got to commit hips, right? So we see when Ross comes off here and he breaks, it's 1, 2, 3. And you see how sudden that foot is. He's just dropping this thing right now. You got to have eyes, like I said, shoulders, like I said, hips, like I said, and speed. Now, how I'm able to change direction while I'm going full speed is by being sudden with my feet, right? If you have this long cut right here and you reach out, you're going to drag this back leg and we're going to be slow. But the more sudden I could be right here with this foot, it's more explosive. It's going to shoot me back upfield. When you could be sudden and just pop that foot in the ground, it's going to give you that explosion to be able to push yourself outside to where you could drive out. Now, when we're in this situation, fellas, we want to make sure that I don't lose the separation that I've created. So many guys, especially when it's a situation where it's like off man and we got some space to work, or I got to run a Sluggo, right? I'm not going to run up and just break when I feel like it. I got to break when the route calls for it. When I break that 3-step to the slant and I'm taking 3 steps on the slant portion of the route, I got to make sure that I'm able to keep that separation by keeping my head down and bursting. You see how when Ross comes off of this cut here, he's pushing off of this leg and he keeps that head down and he's ripping those arms, right? You want to keep that head down for at least, in my eyes, at least 2 steps, right? But mostly 3. I would say 3 steps out of this break. So it's bam, 1, 2, 3, and he's looking back for the ball now, because those 3 steps, and obviously it doesn't have to be a perfect 3 steps every time. When you got a good quarterback, like I'm sure he does right here, they're taught to throw this ball up early. They're taught to put this with some air and put it on a spot and let you go run it down. And once you build chemistry with your quarterback, you're going to know where he's going to put it. So you're going to know when, okay, I could break this thing up. I could keep my head down and I could push and I could drive out and then find this ball over the top, right? I make sure I keep that separation. I keep my head down and I push, because when I look back for the ball, if I lean my shoulders back and my chest up and then my stride gets shorter, I slow down, right? So let's keep my head down. Let's push to gain that separation, and then I could get this ball back over the top. Great route here by Ross. Let's watch this thing again full speed. So again, he's coming off here, 1, 2, 3, sudden stick, break that thing off, make sure we accelerate back over the top. All right, so this next release here we're going to talk about is he's going to take these 3 steps to the outside here, but really because he's being patient off the line, he just kind of wants to see how this DB is going to play him, right? Is he going to give him this outside release, or is he going to be forced to take the inside? Because a lot of times release is about reacting off of this guy right here, right? So if he jumps out wide, if he just jumps out and takes away the release, what am I going to do? Am I just going to throw my hands up in the air and just go, shit, he got me? No, we're going to take the inside release and we're going to be able to make this play work. You guys got to be confident on any single route with an outside or an inside release. That's why you got to work so many different situations. Coaches who teach you must take an outside release on an outside breaking route don't understand top of the route. Don't understand the moves that you can make at the top of the route. Trust yourself at the top of the route. And in this case, he's running a fade. You just got to be able to trust your speed, trust your ability to restack, trust your quarterback that he's going to put a good ball, and trust your hands being able to be late so you can make this play happen. So let's watch it full speed. So you see how he comes up here, 1, 2, 3, and he jumps to the outside. Let's beat that inside arm, swat him by, and then be late with my hands so I can make this catch over the top, right? This is a great fundamentally sound play here. So you see when he comes off, he goes 1, 2, 3. And when he gets to the outside, DB starts to jump to the outside. I'm not going to force this thing outside if that's what I wanted to do. If you wanted to just come off the line and just go 1, 2 and break up to the outside, yeah, so be it, fine. But when this DB takes it away, and if we just keep running to the sideline here, we got to be able to make something happen. So Ross does a good job of swatting this hand by right here and attacking that point of control. When you guys get this DB so far to the outside, so far off this platform, because you sell this thing with your body, with your eyes, it's no different than when you take maybe a diamond release and you go 3 yard steps steps on a 45, get that DB to turn his hips, and you run a slant. Or you maybe go 1-2, you do this in-out release, and you get him outside of his frame. If you get his hips to be here, and you swat that inside arm, his hips are going to lock, right? So you're able to swat here, his hips are able to lock, and we're able to get some space. Now, you see when he swings that hand across, you see how he swats with the left, he attacks that point of control, which is that elbow. Now, his opposite arm swings over the top. Now, when you swing over the top like this, you're susceptible to getting popped right in the rib cage. So you got to make sure that that elbow comes down tight, which is what it does for Ross here. But I would like to be swat. If he's going to come over the top like this, if he's not going to swat and let's say maybe rip underneath, if he's going to swat and go over, I'd like to shoot. Right, I'd like to swat then shoot and protect my rib cage. But when you swing that thing over the top, sometimes guys will bring that a little bit higher than Ross does right here, and he could get popped right in the rib cage and then get knocked back off this route. So we got to make sure that we keep those elbows tight. We're always protecting my rib cage. But now when I break back over the top, you just see how he's here, works to restack, takes that inside release, quarterback puts a good ball over the top, and you see how late his hands are. You don't want to show your hands too early. You want to be late with your hands so that thing falls right in that bucket, and the DB has no time to react. Quarterback put this thing in a perfect spot. But when you are late with your hands and this guy's trailing you in man-to-man coverage, it doesn't give him time to react, right? If you're running downfield, you're showing your hands too early, you stop humping those arms and you're running out with your hands, he knows exactly where to play this ball. He knows exactly where to rip through. But if you're late with those hands over the top, over that shoulder, DB does not have time to react. He's, oh shit, he couldn't find it in time, and we make that play, right? So this is a great job using that when he gets back over the top. Let's watch it again full speed. So he comes off here, swats him by, takes the inside release, and catches this thing right over the top. It's great right here by Ross. Okay, so now we're going to be talking about how to win a jump ball and the two situations that you can do here to win this jump ball. So let me go back to it. So you see when this ball's here, there's two situations, right? If you're running and you're ahead of this guy, right? You're ahead of this DB. You want to just catch, make sure we secure the catch. I go up, catch his highest point, right? That's basic day one stuff. And I pull it away from this DB, right? That's at least what I teach my guys. When we go up for this thing and we got to catch it, we got to pull it away. Now, let's say we were in a situation where this DB was here and maybe we were in the back corner of the end zone and we both went up for it. You maybe want to catch and pull over your head, right? So there's two different kinds of things that you could do. But in this situation where you're here and you got to jump and you almost got to face the ball, DB's trailing you on your back hip, you want to pull away from him, because if you go up strong, right, how to go up, and this goes for catches in traffic, this goes for tight coverage, guys are pulling at you, hitting at you, we want to go up strong with my arms, soft with my hands, right? So you want to go up with a strong grip, make sure we secure it, make sure my eyes are only looking at the football. I'm not worried about the defender when it hits my hands, I'm not worried about the crowd, I'm not worried about getting in bounds, I'm securing it when it hits my hands. When it hits my hands, the only thing in that line of vision is the football. Now, we can worry about getting in bounds. We can worry about getting my feet down. After we catch it, we pull this thing away so he's got no opportunity to knock this ball out. If we just go up and catch it right here and we leave it right here in my hands and I come down, DB's easily going to be able to make a play on that, and it's going to be easy to just knock this ball out of our hands, right? But we go up and catch it and then we rip it away and we turn my back to him. That's a great job here by Ross winning this jump ball. Let's watch it again full speed one more time. So again, going up here, let's make sure we catch this thing and then let's pull this thing away from that DB. Secure it, then pull away. All right, guys, I really want to thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If you guys have any questions, please leave those in the comments. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And also, guys, again, if you want to improve your hands, you want to get better catch, you don't have a quarterback to throw you the ball, check out that link in the description that says improve your hands in 30 days. I'll see you guys next time.